The Battle of Stalingrad, just hearing the name is enough to send a chill down your spine. It wasn't just Germany's biggest defeat in World War II, it was a turning point, a brutal clash that changed the course of history. So, how did the Soviet Union manage to crush the seemingly unstoppable German Sixth Army? Let me break down the 7 shocking reasons behind this epic victory. First up, Stalin's ruthless order, not one step back. This wasn't just a slogan. Stalin's commanders literally executed soldiers who tried to retreat. The strategy was brutal and inhumane, but it forced Soviet troops to fight desperately for every inch. Then, there was the Russian winter. Imagine being stuck in a frozen wasteland, temperatures plunging to minus 30 degrees Celsius. German soldiers weren't prepared for this nightmare. Their equipment froze, frostbite spread, and supplies ran out. It wasn't just the Soviets they were fighting, it was the deadly cold too. Third, the Soviets pulled off one of the boldest moves of the war, Operation Uranus. While the Germans were tied up in brutal street fighting, Soviet forces launched a massive counterattack, not straight at the Germans, but at their weaker allies on the flanks, the Romanians and Italians. The result? The entire German Sixth Army was surrounded, trapped inside Stalingrad with no escape. But even when disaster struck, Hitler refused to let his generals retreat. No surrender, he ordered. His stubbornness sealed the fate of his own men, forcing them to hold out in a hopeless situation until they were either captured or killed. Stalingrad itself became a living hell. The Soviets turned every ruined building, every factory, into a fortress. This urban warfare neutralized the Germans' tanks and blitzkrieg tactics. The fighting was up close and personal, gritty and brutal, exactly the kind of battle the Germans didn't want. And then the supply lines were cut. The Soviets took control of the Volga River and the railways, Germany's lifeline. With no way to get food, ammo, or reinforcements, the Sixth Army slowly starved. Airdrops just weren't enough for the hundreds of thousands trapped inside. Finally, the Soviets had the manpower and resources to keep fighting. They brought in fresh troops from Siberia and cranked out equipment in their factories around the clock. The Germans couldn't keep up. In the end, the Red Army simply outlasted them. The Battle of Stalingrad wasn't just a military defeat for Germany, it was a devastating blow to their morale and their future. These 7 factors combined to turn the tide, and the echoes of this battle are still felt today. If history teaches us anything, it's that victory sometimes comes at a terrible price, but it's never just about strength. It's about resilience, strategy, and the will to survive.